Welcome into your Pig Trail Nation Report. Alyssa Orange here inside Bud Walton Arena. And I got a special guest with me, Erik Gee of 92.1 The Ticket. He lets me come on his radio show every Monday mornings. I don't know why, but I'm very happy to have you on my show. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much. I just hope I can add to your show the way you add to mine every Monday at 7:20, and I really do appreciate you coming on.
I have no doubt that you will. Let's talk about this basketball game today. A win over North Carolina A&T, 95-67, and it's not a Division I, Quad 1 win for Arkansas, but it was a really good game to see these guys finally continue to build on what they've been doing the last couple of games.
Well, you did exactly what you were supposed to do today. You got a team that you were supposed to dominate, and you did it for 40 minutes this afternoon. The thing that I loved is the way that these guys came out. We had been grinding so much on their slow starts where they had about 3 slow starts in a row, starting with Illinois, and you were wondering if they were ever going to get out of that funk. And now they've turned that habit 180 degrees, and that's what I saw today. The other thing that I absolutely love about this team, or at least I did today, I thought the ball movement was crisp. I thought they did a good job of moving it around the perimeter, looking for stuff on the inside. And the bigs, for the most part, played really well today. Yeah. Jonas Adu says he's only about 85%. I wish I could be that good at 85% of anything that I do. Yeah. And this team is starting to have that feel of somebody who's ready to go into SEC play, and that's exciting because considering how tough that conference is, or how tough this conference is, you're going to need to be able to compete on a night-in, night-out basis. And I think this team not only has the athletic ability, but I think tonight they proved they have the basketball acumen as well as the physicality to compete in the SEC.
Yeah, Jonas Adu, a double-double today. And again, like you mentioned, Trevin Brazil played really well. Nelly Davis did not play, has a soft cast on that wrist. Cal said really just precautionary, but how much do you worry about where Davis is right now?
You know, I do a bit because he's a guy that's going to be essential for them if they're going to win in the SEC. And the reason I say that is you always need that sharpshooter, that guy from the three who can hit that shot at the crucial moment. And it's not like they don't have other guys that can do it, but when you're only playing 9 guys, you're only playing today 8 guys, depth does become an issue. And so Nelly Davis is hurt. Okay, that's something you can probably overcome against North Carolina A&T, and you might even be able to overcome it against Tennessee. But then what if Wagner goes down? What if Flan goes down? Now all of a sudden you're talking about bigger problems. Scoring becomes an issue. So yeah, with as thin as the bench is, that is a bit of a concern to me today. But Cal says that he hopes that he's back for the Oakland game. Let's keep our fingers crossed on that one.
Yeah. A win today, did what they needed to do. They take the holiday break. They'll be back on the 26th to get ready for that Oakland game. And so that's where men's basketball is right now. Before I let you go, let's talk about football because the craziness continues with Braylon Russell. He is now back out of the transfer portal after visiting Oxford and Ole Miss yesterday. Like, what do you take away? Because my head is still hurting.
First of all, are you sure about that? I mean, it's been 5 minutes.
Again,
has he jumped back in the portal?
As we're talking, he's not in the portal. But we always have to kind of timestamp ourselves.
You know, for one, I think it's an overall problem with college football right now, where you've got agents and parents and people who have no business being involved in college football trying to go around and get the best deal for these kids, but while at the same time they're doing that, which sounds all fine and well. I think as an agent, you got to do the best thing for your client. But you are messing with teams' rosters. And if you're Sam Pittman, I don't know how you're supposed to feel about this because on one hand, here he is, the best running back on campus, and there aren't many running backs built like him today. You want that guy in your backfield. On the other, how committed is this guy to your team? And is he just looking for more money? And how much more money do you have to get him? And is he going to be happy? And are you going to have to worry about him in the spring?
Is it worth it?
Yes, that is a great question to ask. And if I'm Sam Pittman at this time, it's probably worth it, at least for the Texas Tech game, and then you spend the whole spring worrying about how to keep him happy. And right now, if I'm Sam, I wouldn't feel comfortable necessarily bringing him back because it's always going to be in the back of my mind, well, he could jet 2 weeks from now or whatever. And I, you know, man, I'm trying so hard not to sound like the old man, but I don't sense a lot of commitment today from kids in college football because they don't.
It's tough.
Yeah, they don't have to have it. When you can move and you don't have to sit out a year, and when there's being crazy amounts of money offered you, I don't know how you say no. And I try to remember what it was like so long ago when I was between 18 and 24 and the decisions I made. I'd probably be just like him. So I'm sort of sympathetic, but when it comes to this Braylon Russell thing, if I was Sam, yes, I would use him. I would definitely use him in the bowl game because you need to get that 7th win. After that, I am constantly recruiting his replacement to make sure that I don't get burned by this guy again.
Yeah, it's a crazy world that we live in right now, and I'm at the point where it's just let me know when it's over, and they finally officially decided. We'll see what happens, but that's the latest on the transfer portal and the Braylon Russell saga right now that Arkansas is dealing with. Eric, thank you so much
Oh,
for
well,
your
thank you
time. I really
for letting
appreciate
me
it. It's
letting
been
me do
so
this.
fun. It's been so fun. That's going to do it for your Pig Trail Nation report.